This is lecture number 1 and video number 2. In video number 1 we have talked about ideology, that where from ideology emerges and what is the definition of ideology, and now we are going to see the importance of ideology so we can understand what was the importance of ideology of Pakistan that helped in existence of Pakistan, that helped to make this country. Okay, so what is the importance of ideology? Ideology is a motivating force for a nation which is striving hard to bring stability and homogeneity to its nationhood. It provides the cement binding base to the scattered groups in our society and bring them closer to each other on a common platform. So this was the importance, that how ideology is a motivating force. The two-nation theory motivated the Muslims of India to make a separate country because they thought, they pondered over it that if Muslims remained with Hindus, and at that time Hindu was in majority, and in this way the identity of Muslim was in danger. And when earlier when this movement started against British, Muslims and Hindus were at same platform. They wanted that British should surrender and British should leave this country, should have left this country. But later on, when Muslims realized that Hindus wanted to occupy this country, occupy the biggest status or the biggest positions of this country, the governance of the country, and wanted to make the Muslims as a slave, and wanted to make the Muslims and want to devastate the ideology, devastate the identity of Muslims. So on this, Muslims gathered and Muslims struggled against Hindu as well as British. At the same time, Muslims had to face two different enemies, two different groups. So that motivating force led Muslims to make a separate country. And what it does, what ideology does, ideology create a homogeneity. It brings a nationhood. It gives the concepts of nationhood, that we are a nation, that we should be together, we should work together, we should save each other, we should work for each other. So this concepts comes from ideology, that we have same land, that we have same roots. We being a Muslims here in Pakistan, we feel like that. It provides the cement binding force base to the scattered groups. Cement binding force means to say that it unites the whole nation. And to the scattered groups are those who have divided. The ideology gathers them. As in 19th, 20th century, Muslims were in subcontinent. They were divided. There were different parties of Muslims, and some of the Muslims have also joined. They were the participants of, they were the members of the Congress, and they supported Congress. But when Muslims gathered and they started a same platform, they started the same ideology, they supported it, and ultimately, as a result, they got a gift in the shape of Pakistan. So now, closer to each other on a common platform. So this was all about the importance of ideology, that how ideology worked and how it is necessary for a nation to be united. We are going to see the next one. Pakistan as an ideological state. So this is important. Pakistan as an ideological state. This is the actually question. Creation of Pakistan was based on Islamic ideology. This is a very simple thing, that we made this country as an Islamic lab. That we wanted that we should have a country, we should have a lab where we can practice the golden rules of Islam. So that's why we made this country on the basis of two-nation theory. uh, the ideology of Pakistan was Islamic. So this is a very simple thing. And what was the slogan? Let's see the slogan. Slogan was Pakistan ka matlab kya? La ilaha illallah. Means to say we were, and I should say we were, not in we are. Because at this time, after Pakistan emergence, we didn't put efforts to make it Islamic country. Rather, we devastated it. Very sorry for it to our ancestor. I'm sorry. I feel very painful, very rigorous about it, that what we did with this country, as our ancestors sacrificed for us. They made this country while slaughtering their lives, and what we did, you and me can see this. So now we are talking about the slogan, this famous slogan, Pakistan ka matlab kya? La ilaha illallah. So एक कलमे की बुनियाद पे इस मुल्क को बनाया गया कि जो इस्लाम की सबसे बड़ी बुनियाद है, इस्लामी अकायद के अंदर जो सबसे इस्लाम में दाखिल होने के लिए जो सबसे पहला रास्ता है, दरवाज़ा है, वो ही इसका स्लोगन था इस पाकिस्तान मुल्क बनाने में. And a two-nation theory, I have talked about it. Muslims and Hindu are two separate nations with different cultures, civilization, custom, literature, religion, and way of life. So, to mix these two nations in a same country was totally devastated, because the Hindus had narrow eye against Muslims. So it was a danger for the identity of the Muslims, for the Muslim civilization, that it could be in danger. So that's why the Muslim leaders gave a concept of two-nation theory, that we are separate at every forum. We have different cultures, civilization, religion, philosophy, logic, arguments, names, nomenclatures. Each and everything we have different. We have different practices, customs, and cultures. We have different style of life. Our beliefs are totally different than other nations, and each and every, even our whole life revolves around the concept of Quran, which is totally different to the other nation like Hindu. And so that's why on this theory we struggled, we proved, when I talk we means we the Muslims of this region struggled and then made this country Pakistan. So the purpose of making Pakistan was having a laboratory where Muslims could perform their practices, could practice their golden Islamic rules. So this was the behind philosophy of Pakistan, that they must have separate identity and separate country where their identity could be saved, where there would be separate electorate and all that. One country has all the facilities and all the independence which one country exercises. So this was the dream. This was the dream of the pioneers of the Pakistan. This was the dreams of the leaders of the Pakistan who made this country. Now we are going to see why a separate country. What was the need of this separate country? To create a separate identity. We had identity in past. When Muslims were ruling in subcontinent, we had identity. But when Muslims, you can say Muslims rule got defeated, Muslim rules declined. At that stage, our identity was in danger, and there were chances that we could be mixed with the other nations, and in this way we could lost our religion, our practices, our identity of which Islam has given us. So this was that we made this country to create a separate identity, that Muslims are different at every forum, at every level, at every stage. Muslims are a different nation, so they have this basic right that they should have a separate country for the practices of their golden religion, the golden practices of Islam. So this was the philosophy, to create a separate identity. To some extent, not to whole extent, not at large extent, to some extent we could be successful, but in fact this is not a topic right now. If I talks about this one, maybe I varies from the topic, so it should be better that I should come to the next point. Realization and need of ideology. Realization. The first time in 19th century, in 1867, 19th century, Muslim realized that they are a separate nation. Because before this they were ruling our subcontinent. They hadn't any problem that of the identity like or any other thing. सो उस वक्त जब जाके ये चीज़ रियलाइज की मुसलमानों ने कि उनका तो कल्चर, उनकी जो तहजीब है वही ख़तरे में पड़ गई है, और उस वक्त के कुछ रूलर्स ने, हुक्मरानों ने, जैसे जहांगीर के बारे में आता है और अकबर के बारे में कि उसने दीन इलाही बनाया, ठीक है, और उसने बहुत सारे रिलीजन्स को मिक्स कर लिया, और उसके रिलीजन को मिक्स करने से जो मुस्लिम सेपरेट आइडेंटिटी थी वो ख़त्म हुई, और उसके ख़िलाफ़ मुजद्दिद अलिफ़सानी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह ने तहरीक चलाई, और उस तहरीक में ये साबित किया, उस तहरीक से उनको जेल भी जाना पड़ा, उनको बड़ी मुसीबतें बर्दाश्त करनी पड़ी, लेकिन उन्होंने साबित किया कि जो है मुस्लिम एक सेपरेट नेशन है, और जो अकबर का जो दीन इलाही है वो सरासर गुमराही है, और उसने वो जो सजदे का और ये जो इस तरह का तसव्वुर पेश किया था, वो वहदतुल वजूद और वहदतुल शहूद का जो नज़रिए थे उन पे कारी ज़रब लगाई हज़रत मुजद्दिद अलिफ़सानी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह ने, और तब मुसलमानों को एहसास हुआ कि उनकी जो आइडेंटिटी है, उनकी जो पहचान है, उनकी जो शिनाख्त है, इसको बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हो सकता है, ये ख़त्म हो सकती है। तो उस वक्त मुसलमानों ने ये रियलाइज़ किया। उससे पहले तो मुसलमान रूल कर रहे थे बड़े सगीर पे, तो उस वक्त तो कोई मतलब ऐसे क्राइसिस थे ही नहीं। मुसलमानों ने अपनी तरफ से जो हो सका उसमें पूरी तरह से जस्टिस किया, तभी तो 1000 साल तक रूल किया। आप 5 साल इनजस्टिस करके देखें, कंट्री तबाह हो जाता है। मतलब इस तरह के जब आप किसी माइनॉरिटी के साथ आप इस तरह से करते हैं, या किसी मेजॉरिटी, और हिंदू तो मेजॉरिटी में थे, तो उस वक्त जब मुसलमान रूल कर रहे थे हिंदू मेजॉरिटी में थे, लेकिन फिर भी हिंदू खुश थे। उस वक्त रीज़न ये थी कि पहले जब रूलिंग थी तो अच्छा रूल किया मुसलमानों ने, इनजस्टिस नहीं था, इक्वालिटी थी। लेकिन जब अकबर का दौर आया और उसने इत्तेहाद की खातर उसने रिलीजन जैसी चीज़ को भी कुर्बान कर दिया और उसने मिक्स कर दिया सब कुछ, तब वहाँ से प्रॉब्लम इमर्ज हुई, वहाँ से मसला बना। वहाँ से मुसलमानों को आहिस्ता आहिस्ता अंदाज़ा होना शुरू हुआ। जब ये बाद में लेटर ऑन तहरीकें भी चली, इशू लीगी और संगठन की तहरीकें चली, तब भी मुसलमानों को अंदाज़ा हुआ कि इनकी तो जो शनाख्त है, पहचान है, वही ख़त्म होने जा रही है। तो इसलिए चाहिए था कि एक मुल्क बनाया जाए, एक लहदा रियासत बनाई जाए, जहाँ पे मुसलमान जो हैं अपने जो बेसिक और बुनियादी जो इस्लामिक रूल्स हैं उनको फॉलो कर सकें। So this was about realization. Or introduction of Western democracy means to say in 19th century democracy was introduced at large extent. तो जब अमेरिका तो 1783 में, 1786 में, तो 1776 में उन्होंने अपनी डिक्लेयर की, लेकिन उन्हें आज़ादी मिली 1783 में। उसके बाद अमेरिका के आज़ाद होने के बाद 18th सेंचुरी में और 19th सेंचुरी में तकरीबन ऑलमोस्ट जो है ना डेमोक्रेसी का जो कह सकते हैं वो चल रही है, डेमोक्रेसी की हवा चल रही है अमेरिका में। तो उस वक्त जब इस चीज़ का इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ कि एवरीवन हैव हिज राइट टू लिव अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज लाइफ, हिज रिलीजन, हिज टीचिंग्स, तो उस वक्त वो फिर बादशाहियत के जो बादशाही निज़ाम था, ख़ानदानी निज़ाम था, वो ख़त्म होना शुरू हुआ। और उस वक्त जो डीकोलोनाइजेशन भी उसी के बाद जो है, डीकोलोनाइजेशन का पीरियड तो 1947 के बाद ही तकरीबन इस एरिया में आता है, 1940 से 45 से लेके आगे तक तकरीबन 1975 तक।